Welcome, guys. Welcome. We're going to be playing some Norland. I've played this when it first came out for about 3/4 of an hour. And that's it. But it's an incredible game. So it's a game that I keep on meaning to come back to. And so I've got a whole lot of new games coming next week. And so what I wanted to do is just find a game that I could sink my teeth into for today, maybe a couple of days, and then sort of move on to the new and exciting games that are coming. But this is a new and exciting game as well. It's been out for about a year. As I said, I've only played it for about 3/4 of an hour, but I've been sort of watching the development of it. There's certainly been a lot of changes that have come through in recent times. So very, very much looking forward to this one. I was thinking about playing the tutorial again, but I think I like it, and I don't even remember much of that particular one. I think we'll just go to new game and just muddle our way through and just see what disasters befall us. I'm treating this as a bit of a Rimworld style approach, I guess. This is a real-time, pausable real-time game, of course, where you are managing a kingdom, and but in where you have to need to look after your different characters that sort of come into your kingdom. All right, so you've got family members. We've got three brothers and a wife. That's the default. 2 brothers and a wife. Husband, wife, and child. 2 sisters and a son. 2 brothers. So you can sort of set up the various starts. I think we'll just go 3 brothers and a wife. It does give us the most workers, I guess, that we can actually sort of have right from the very, very start. I won't worry too much about these ones, but I will call the king DasTactic, I think, at this stage. I don't know if I can rename these as we go, but if we can, why not do a DasDemption if you're watching this on Twitch. So we could certainly do that one through there. Now, also, I should point out, at the moment, this game is 35% off on the Hooded Horse Steam sale. The Hooded Horse have got their own sale on Steam at the moment, so they've got an October sale. And so they've got most of their titles are a percentage off, and this one is 35% off. I won't worry too much about what we need to do here. I think I might just leave these pretty much as the defaults. Oh, not as the defaults, but what we end up with getting here. So I could sort of rerun these different sorts of aspects. So we've got Zatosvet. I'm sure we can rename them once we actually get into the actual game itself. So just make sure everything is green lights, which it looks like it is. So I think we're actually up and running. I may need to change where my head is now. Management. This guy's very, very high at management. And then we've got this one here is good at teaching. What are we good at? Persuasion. Okay, and Sasfarina is 11 intelligence. Okay, that's fine. So skills across the board. Character traits: reckless, has a higher threshold for bravery, and there's a higher chance of death during childbirth for her. What have we got? Attractive. So the king is attractive. Increases interest in the character from other characters by 10, and high chance of developing dependencies. Hi, Tenry, how are you going? Seems like we're out for a while due to sickness. Yes. It's been. It's not. It's just my voice. It just will not come good. It's very, very annoying. Very annoying, because next week we've got so many games coming out. It's almost like day after day after day. Next week there's going to be a lot of, like probably from the midweek on, a lot of releases coming that I'm very, very excited about. So Falcon's saying he's better, sort of, a little bit. It is annoying. Envious, more prone to feeling envious towards others, resistant to addiction. So this one's resistant to it. And then we've got... this one here is reckless again, so brave and cynical. I don't know how many there are in this. There's not that many, actually. All right. Not that many. Okay, so we'll just go with these. We're 41. She's 24, 40, and 38. Tenra saying, any releases in particular that you're excited for? Yes, there are, actually. Excuse me. The first one will be Super Fantasy Kingdom, which I'm really looking forward to, and then 2 days after that we've got Elemental, and so that's I don't know if I'm allowed to say that actually. They did announce it was coming, so I've been playing Elemental like anything over the last couple of days, and really loving it. I've got to say, it's sort of funny because I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. Anyway, I've been someone I know, me, has said that they've enjoyed watching, enjoyed playing it immensely. It's such a well balanced game. Actually, it's sort of my fears were that it would become unbalanced with this new reforged aspect, but it's just I am really having fun with it. So, hi Supreme Plague, how are you going? Are they fully releasing or early access? In both cases, I would assume early access. I think. I'm pretty sure Elemental is going into early access, which I actually applaud that. I like that approach for both the games. Super Fantasy Kingdoms, I think, will most likely be early access as well. I would guess. I mean, Norland is early access, so Norland is still sort of developing along. But yeah, I'm pretty sure with both of those, and then there's actually then after that I've got a few sort of lined up. I've got early access myself, like as in sort of like the pre-builds for all sorts of things, like the which I'm not allowed to talk. I know there's one I'm not allowed to talk about. So, but it's a staple of the channel, so it's going to be. It's going to be one that I'll be able to play in November, but I'm not allowed to play it, not allowed to talk about it even now. And there's another one also in early November that I'm also looking forward to, which I haven't really covered much on my channel, which is, well, I guess everyone will know about that one. That's Europa Universalis 5 as well. So I've got that where I've been sort of playing that a little bit as well, just to get my head into the changes with Europa Universalis, which again is very polished. So Flopsy Doodle saying I played Norland, fun game. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Like, I really don't know what I'm doing with this game. I've only played it for 3/4 of an hour when it first came out, and so Gorno is easy. Choose your starting province. These looks like these are always preset. Got Ferronook over through there. Neomia, that's normal. Arden is easy. It looks like you don't get much with these. Thank you for the subscription there, Stormworm. That's very much appreciated. So what kind of game is this? It's sort of like, the best way I can describe it is it's sort of like a game where you control your characters, but then it's like Rimworld where you've got like other things as well. I said never played Rimworld myself. It's just where you, like, okay, think of it like Dwarf Fortress a little bit, but with, where you've got like limited controllable characters and then everyone else has to sort of do your bidding. So it's a little bit like that, I guess. What else do we have? We've just got normal. I'll play on easy because I really don't know what I'm doing at this stage. There's hard up there, hard down the bottom there. Well, let's go and play in here, I think. Where was it? Arden. So let's go and play as Arden. So this will be our area. Now, what do we need to do here? So difficulty easy. A province that is not part of any other state, and Varn, the native inhabitants of this central plain of Norland of Varn, were pushed eastward by the expanding empire. Their seclusion and strict social antagonism towards outsiders of their culture allowed them not to assimilate into the empire like other native people. Okay, so value peace. So the Kaiden, I'm not sure where they actually are. I'm not sure what we do here. Banner. Yeah, this is. I don't think we actually click on that. I don't know why we've got this ability to build all of these, set up your and other provinces. I'm not sure how this works. Yeah, I'm unsure what I'm doing here. I don't know why this is a thing. No idea. Storm saying I've been playing the Menace demo repeatedly. Yeah, actually, could have played that too, actually, because that's also heading towards release as well. I don't know what this does. It looks good, but it looks also a bit overwhelming. I think I'll just start back in here. Just go next. Okay, so Game parameters. So start scenario, no scenario. Your new noble house is currently unremarkable, but who knows what awaits in the future. Prisoner. Member of your noble house has been captured by bandits during a recent raid on you, so free them as soon as possible. Nectar's children. I think I'll just play on no scenario at this stage. Modifiers, no ragged ones. I think I'll just leave that on, also on defaults. There's a few different things in through there. No crisis. I'll play that one. Peaceful mode. I think we'll play normal. Peaceful mode is difficult. Game difficulty is reduced and neighbours won't bother you unless you initiate. No, I'll go normal. The game's difficulty will gradually increase over the first few days after starting the game. New mechanics and challenges will be introduced. Okay, so it says recommended for players who are already familiar with the game and want to play it as it was intended, or recommended for those who want a peaceful development in the settlement, as well as for new players. Well, I'm a new player, but I want to have a little bit of, I want to be crushed, so I'm going to go normal. Thanks, orangutans, for the subscription. That's very, very much appreciated. Oh, they added 3 different difficulties for it. Okay, this is for Menace. I probably should have played that, actually. But this one is on special, so let's just get into it and see what happens with this game.
Nearly 200 years have passed since the end of the devastating religious war. The empire fell, and its former provinces eventually became barbarian kingdoms. The church managed to revive hope, and peace and prosperity reigned over the ruins of the former civilization.
Hi, Seth. How you doing?
The influence of the church only grew. But history is cyclical, and power cannot remain in one's hands for long.
Volume up a bit.
Wars between kingdoms flare up, one after another. Hunger and poverty force people to abandon their homes and seek refuge in neighboring settlements. Can your dynasty unite the kingdoms and halt the advance of the Dark Ages? From this moment on, history is written by you.
Okay. Right, so we just load in, and so it's redeemed the heir if possible. I think there's brothers, but I'm not sure who the heir actually is, and I don't know much about the game. So beginning of the story. Norland, the year is 2890, what? Oh, since the creation of the world. All right, so if we're thinking, this doesn't make a lot of sense. If we're thinking of traditional sort of Christian 1800s biblical scholars, they thought the world was created in 4096 or something BC. So that would put us too far into the BC era if it was only 2,800 years. So no idea what that number comes from. So let's not belabor the point. But it did say that the hold back the Dark Ages, which sort of the Dark Ages started in about 500, and then moved and essentially were there for about 500 years. So I'm guessing it's around about the time of the Vikings, I would imagine. So 200 years have passed since the Great Crimson Empire perished. Well, that would, if that's Rome, we're talking say 700. Say putting our head in 700 AD. It perished in the flames of the religious war. It wasn't a religious war. Its former provinces have become the barbaric kingdom. So this is completely not historical. Keep from mutual destruction only by the all-powerful Church of Mother Sophia. While the holy prophets speak of the impending end of the world, in one of the small kingdoms, a dream of the birth of a new empire is taking shape. So we'll start, and is it running at this stage? Relations tab. To see what characters think of each other, go to the Relations tab in the character menu. I've got no idea where that is, but I'm just going to go next. Oh, okay, Relations tab. Okay, I don't know why. I thought I turned the tutorial off. All right, so got it. And we are paused. Okay, that's fine. So I'm assuming that this is son of Tara. I'm not sure who that is. Spouse. We've got the spouse, back there. So I'll give you this one, Sev. Yeah, we can name them. Sev 82. All right, so Varn is now. Varn is where they're from. So if I click on them, yeah. So then we have the thoughts and what they're doing. So there we go. So we've got Sev is the first one in there. Now, what do we need to do? Excuse me. We need to build the hall. So Sev is. I don't know why the altar is there. So these are the various citizens that we actually have. So we're in here. I should have done a bit of playing of this one before we started to play, I guess. And if we have a bit of a look around, what else can we see? So we've sort of got like a collection area there. Got terrain. How far does it extend? Well, that's the edge of it there. Just see if there's anything around on the actual map itself that we need to be aware of. Okay, we've got wolves. No, that's just berries. So we've got berries over there. And back over this way. Rocks, cliffs. Oh, yeah, I can go a bit faster by doing it this way. We've got some sort of ocean over that way as well. Okay, so we need to build the hall. So we go into construction. It's got service. Oh yeah, there we go. So the main building of the city where lords spend their time. It also serves as a storage for gold. Allows you to hire builders and servants, right? So we've got the altar, which has already been built. And we've got a library in there as well. Let's have a look at all of the stuff we can then go and build. Rye fields, hop fields, carrot fields. Now, these are all locked at this stage. A lumber mill, a mine. Production-wise, we've got a mill and a brewery. Service, then we've got the warehouses. Okay, so yeah, we need to construct the hall first, and then a granary. Okay, this is cool. Army-wise, we've got night patrol, day patrol, and archer tower. That's interesting, but there's no actual barracks at this stage. Housing, residential, lords, and prison. Okay, cool. Decor. Okay, just make it feel a bit better, and then roads, different types of roads. Okay, so we don't have. That's interesting. We do have a mine. Okay, so we can actually mine things. Well, let's go to the hall and build that. Where should we build that one? This will be pretty central to what we end up doing. So I'll build it off the top here, I think. And it's now paused. I guess we just unpause. So we'll just let them go off and do their building. The other's going to come across and build it. Build this first. Alright, so they're now moving off to build it. Looks like Sev is telling them what to do. Others are all praying at the altar. Oh, it's a carrot field, so we've got carrots there. Appoint a manager. I forget who was the best. It looks like Sev is the best at doing that stuff. So Sev, you can work in the carrot field. And we'll get the 3 workers in there. It's a residential house with a whole lot of different people in it. And we are now building this hall. For the altar, appoint a manager here. Sermon of Joy. Now we don't have enough money, do we? Yeah, we've now got 3,000. Okay, Sermon of Doubt, Sermon of Loyalty. So we've got different sermons there. I won't worry about doing that one in that case. Spring Plaguers, redeemed a custom reward as well. Make me a servant of Sev. Well, you do actually have, we've got another brother, so you might as well have him. So I'll give you him instead, because these will be the main people. Then we can start to do the others as well. Spring plague. Can't quite fit it in there, but that's okay. So building the hall now. In they go. So they've got like looks like they've got a visual range around where they can sort of see certain things. I don't know what these plants are. I can't sort of actually access them easily. Okay, so they're all being told what to do. Good on you, Sev. Stay in there. We've got, yep, that's all okay. We'll just leave that one where that is. Falcons. Okay, so crafter when you can. All right, so I'm not sure where the crafter actually is. That's being built quite nicely. Just pause that again. Let's have a quick look now and see what else we can now go and build. These are still all locked. Yeah, so we need the hall first. It's nice how they're building this, actually. It's sort of bit by bit, rather than it just sort of all being like hidden before things actually go. So this is where the Lord's and his family will then sort of live. Yep, so 78% of the build there. I can speed up time, but I do like to just plod along in these sort of games, to be honest. So got a few more character slots up the top there that we can grab. Hi, Juan Costella, how you going? For saying greetings from Argentina. And Picklefather Nurgle saying, hello, Mr. Daz. Glad to see you're covering this game. Oh, sorry, that you are covering this game. It's one of the most anticipated full releases. It's already massively replayable now. It isn't even done cooking. Yes, well, they had a big update. I think it came out a couple of days ago or today or something. So, and it is on special at the moment, so it is cheap. Well, here we go. So we've now got the first one that we have is the hall. So we're going to appoint a manager here now. Again, Sev is the best at management. All right, Sev, you're in charge there again. And what do we need to do? We've got migration settings available. To manage migration, you need to build walls around the hall. All right, so we are going to have to sort of create like a bit of a town. We also then have upgrade residents of the house will gain comfort of housing, and we've got 3 builders. We get 1 servant. The builders should now be finished. Yeah. Actually, 3 builders, I think, are what does this one do? Capacity. So food, liquids, resources. So we've got different things down through here. Beer. Okay. Now we can go and build other things. Let's go and sort out what other things we want to be building in this little town. So we've got the resources. We can now build a rutabaga field, whatever the hell that is. Oh, that looks like they are turnips. Turnips or radishes are grown. The harvest are collected every day. Every 10 days, fields require fertilization by burning 15 wood. Well, we're going to definitely need wood. So building for extracting wood from nearby forest, it is better to build them far from each other but closer to the trees. One worker can produce 24. Definitely going to need that. At the moment we've got 300, right. So we are going to need to get more of these guys. And it's funny, I never like it when a game requires the resource that it makes to build it. And that one requires 15. I wonder if there's a way to automatically go and grab these things without a lumber mill, because that could become ultimately a bit of a problem. Well, we have trees the trees are everywhere, so I'll just go and build a lumber mill. That'll be the next thing we want to be building, so I'll just go and pop that over in here somewhere. Yep, so build this next. Right, let's see what else we can then go and build. So that was under production. No, that was under resources. We have a mine as well. So we need knowledge for this one. Then we've got production. Now the mill, to construct this building, one of your lords needs to study the corresponding knowledge. So we need a library. So we need to get a library at some point. And then we've got a brewery in through here. This is where alcohol is brewed. One worker can produce... Yeah, okay, so we'll be needing to get that one fairly early on as well, I would imagine. I'll give them a little bit of space in between some of the other buildings, I think. Can you rotate, I wonder? It doesn't look like it. Not sure. I'll put the brewery there, I guess. So we'll just go and add that one and unpause and just watch. Yeah, I thought that was like a holding pen. So Attack Max saying, I have this in the backlog. It's one of the games that sounds so amazing, but when I tried it during early access, it felt kind of meh. Yeah, I only played it for 3/4 of an hour, I think, just to sort of have a bit of a look at it. But I think it does look very, very interesting, and it rates very highly. What's Sev doing? Sev's got two things that he's actually doing there. His mood is 58. He may be overstimulated. Maybe we get rid of this one and change the manager to somebody else, just so that he can then look after the other things. Now the altar, I won't worry about appointing anyone to the altar just yet. How are we going in here? Why are the workers not, why are the builders not building? What are they doing? Goes to work. Okay, so so Chara is off to work, so they're going to go and build this one first. What else could we build? We haven't actually sort of had a real good look at this one just yet. We've got the warehouses as well. So getting a warehouse, common for resource storage. We sort of don't need it just yet. Okay, there goes the 15 that we required to build this one. So they've now got the wood associated back in through there. I guess it's almost like a bit more like Prison Architect, isn't it really, this game, to a large degree? More so than Rimworld. So there's talking in through there. So people are becoming friendlier, I think. What does that mean? Don't like each other. So she don't. They don't tend to sort of be liking each other all that much. So I think they had a bit of an argument. So the nobles are all in here at this stage. Don't think I can sort of grab anything else from in here. Just leave that one where that is. Now growing the carrots, so I might just speed up time a little bit and just to see what actually happens. Can we get more builders? No, that's the maximum. Here we go. Should just put it back to normal speed. Right, so we have a lumber mill. Requires an appointed manager. And again, Sev looks to be the best at doing these. I'll put Sev in charge of that one as well. Sev's critical. Being a redeemed a custom reward who will cause problems. Well, we'll need to get a bit of an army at some point, I think. Not sure how we get people in. It's just I've got a couple there for you guys. So if somebody wants to do crafting, I think once we sort of get those established, let's have a quick look and see what else we can go and build. I've got army, which is nothing there just yet. Housing. Well, I'm guessing we're definitely going to be needing to get more present houses out and about as well. Excuse me, as well. We might grab another one of those, decor and roads. What else have we got in here as well? We've got the economy. Got 7 required. We've got 7, 3 of them are working. No, it should be more than that. There's 1 homeless. Okay, so let's go and build a home. let's just go and we'll figure this one out later. Then we've got statistics, army. So we have to use one of these as a commander. Well, Supreme Plague is the one in charge there. We are going to need to bring in a group. So what I'll do is I'll probably bring in Began as the first group underneath there, unless someone wants to be the essentially the queen, because we haven't named her. She's sort of just managing things a little bit. That's a squad creation. We do actually have some spears. So I'm assuming that's what we sort of have in through there. Is that spears or no? That's archery there in the warehouse at the squad. Hire warriors. Oh, here we go. From presents, we've got 7 of those. From mercenaries, so we've got a few of these. So we'll bring Began in as one of these, because these actually fight fairly well. So Cullum, 19 years old. Recruitment cost. Equipment plus 28. Combat skills. Okay, so final price 252. So he's actually fairly good. He's the best of them, I think. This one costs a lot. This one here is Kaiden. I think we should probably try to go with more Vans. Mood 50. Mood 50. They're all going to be 50, I think. All right, let's go, and this one here can be, we'll change this one to Began when he comes in, I think. So we'll just go and then create a squad. So this is squad creation in here. I'm assuming that they just get added across. That's going to be different squads in through there. I don't know what I'm doing here. So Click has redeemed a custom reward as well. Queen Click. Okay, not a problem. So we'll and Sev is saying fighting is risky business, so I volunteer to join this venture for glory. Well, you don't have the same skill set as, and you are required for management, so we can't really do much there. Anyway, this looks pretty cool, I got to say. I do like the look of this. I wonder why. Click on Sev. Sorry, that's not right. Did I just accidentally make another squad? I didn't mean to, if that was the case. I think I have accidentally. I'm not sure how we remove that. I don't know if the yellow is always just like this or not. Anyway, let's go back and we'll get this one here renamed as well. So Click. All right, so all of the initial people are now all named. Let them eat cake. There we go. I think you can train militia. Might need some buildings. Yes. Pointy hat grade. I look like Santa. Says Supreme Plague. Yes, you do. But then so do I. In real life. All right, so we'll just let them sort of go and build. Now, what do we need to do in here? 2 or 3 workers. Instructions not received. Hang on. Instructions not received. So building for extracting wood from the nearby forest. It's better to build them far from each other but closer to the trees. 1 worker can produce 26. Ship the produced goods now. Instructions not received. I don't know what that is. I'm glad that we can move buildings as well. That's actually a good thing. So we've got lack of people. I think that little up arrow must be lack of instructions. Produced. So what do we do? I don't know. It says instructions. No, no idea. No idea. Got 2 workers working there. Which are these guys? Let's just watch them for a minute and see if they go off and do anything. Sev's coming up as well, just to tell them what to do, I guess. Get working. Get working. He's shaking his fist. That's what we want to see. Okay, what are you doing here? Optimism as a new resident, prayed at the altar, homelessness. Right, so we do need to get them to get a place to live. Lumberjack. So that should be working. Why aren't you working? Why aren't you doing anything? Instructions not received. Do we have to do it in the economy tab maybe? Production. It's only liquids every day. No idea. No idea what I'm doing here. Okay, so I should have done the tutorial potentially, I think. Internal trade, no, that's not it either. Instructions, there we go. So in Norland, workers are not familiar with your plans and need instructions from your lords. After constructing the building, appoint a lord manager to it. They will give daily instructions to the workers. The builder's performance depends on the management skill of the assigned lord. Instructions will be enough for 3 days, after which the workers will start getting lazy and significantly less productive. At some point, the lords will stop keeping up, and then you'll need to build a chancellery. Right. So I think we just let it go. I think it will happen on its own, I think. So he's still telling them to get working. So it's just, he's going to be up there for a little while. We are building this one here. We should be building some houses as well. So I'll go and just throw a couple of... oh, there we go. We've got a couple of houses. I'll just pop these off the side here. I don't know what the -2 is. Just get one to start with. And roads. Let's get some roads built through here, I guess. For the main part of town. Okay, now they're working, and we just don't have. There's one person that's not actually working in that particular area. We definitely need the fields moving. Actually, we need more workers than that. Okay, I think I've overstimulated everything. I won't overwork Sev. I'll put Click in charge of the brewery as well. I'm just going to go and just go to settings for a second here. Master volume, music, sound. Let's get that up a little bit. Here comes a group from somewhere else. Looks highly suspicious. Trader, okay. Holy Caravan, an arm of the church engaged in trade between cities and serves as a primary source of gold and holy rings. In addition to standard resources, they trade in books and prisoners. All right, so Okay, protected, managed by the Inquisition. So typically they visit settlements every 2 to 3 days. Don't forget to buy books from the Caravan Trader. Bookmark icon. Okay, so the books will then give us knowledge, I guess. That's pretty cool, actually. So we click on the trader. And these are prisoners. Okay, cool. Cool. This is interesting. So we're going to need to build a prison group as well. And we should see if we can find where Began is as well, or the new Began when he does arrive. I'm assuming he'll be arriving soon. Okay, so the trader. I don't know how we talk with him. Trade. There we are. We'll get DasTactic to trade with him. Here he comes. All right, so here we are. We've got the, we can trade for different things. Now we do actually have, this is what we actually have. So we've got some beer. Wood we're using at this stage. Holy rings we've got 5 of. We do have some iron, which we're probably going to be needing. We've got 5. These are maces. Okay, there we go. So we've got maces at this stage. Nothing else there. Medical salve, which we want to keep. So what is he selling that we would be wanting to get? Books. So armory allows the construction of the army through the construction. Oh, this is really cool. I've got to say, this is really nice. Being studied in the knowledge menu, to study at least level 13 intelligence is recommended. Now, we do have one that was fairly intelligent, but not that high up. Hop field efficiency increases the quantity of resources produced in this building by 20%. The book is written in Van, language speakers. Yep, so we do actually have, everyone is a Van speaker. We've got the temple. So we need 9 intelligence. Now, I think we've only got, if we have a look, I think only one of them is 10, I think. So I think this first one we can't actually do anyway. It says recommended, which means we may still be able to look at it. Enables the production of flavourful ale. The brewery, being studied in the knowledge menu, to study at least level 9 is intelligence. Well, that would be good. Let's actually go and buy that. We do have a fair bit of money. What else do we have? Palisade allows the construction of palisade and gate through the construction menu. That's useful. We'll grab that as well. Then we've got the defence tower. Yeah, we'll grab all of these things just so we can sort of build the outside edge. Herbalist. Yeah, we'll get that as well. And then scaffolds being studied. Yeah, we'll grab that as well. So that's going to be all the knowledge. Do we need this one? The temple, hop field efficiency, and the armory. I don't have anyone that can actually read that one. Then we've got prisoners for sale in here. So this is 42 years old, combat skill 1. So these are really just going to be indentured workers. Doesn't miss loved ones. Base price 50. Final price 80. It's a criminal. Ugonka. I think we'll grab one of these guys. Maybe even 2. 65. Why is this one worth so much? Criminal. This prisoner is a criminal who can be executed for the crowd's amusement without fear of causing terror. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I think we'll get Ugonka, just because he looks like he's worth a bit. And Alden. I'm going to try to keep the Vans together, I think. Get you as well. Okay, let's do the trade. 700. There's nothing we want to sell off at this stage. We do have a whole lot of carrots, but they're not really going to be... Now, if I do shift, does that... Yeah, that adds 10 at a time. So I can add in, so maybe 50 odd. So we just get, say, 50 carrots. If I right click, does that get rid of them? No, I have to left click on this one. So I'll just sell 50 of those as well. So we'll make that the trade. So we'll give carrots and get all this stuff. Unique indicator for each product is shown in the amount the market can absorb without the price decreasing. Where's that? Oh, okay. So it's gone from 4 to 1. So market demand. I can't see where that actually is. It's up in here. So if we have a look at the at what it's got, so if the quantity of your sales exceeds the total demand for the resource, the market becomes oversaturated and the price drops, which it did dramatically. So the carrot market has fallen, and is not sort of working all that well. We'll just click on got it. Prisoners are warriors captured in battle or former vagabonds who have been punished for their crimes. They require special handling. Okay, what do they need to do? Prisoners work 3 hours longer than free presence, which increases productivity. Prisoners live in prison wards. Just set their consumption limits in the economy menu. Prisoners, especially the unhappy ones, sometimes attempt to escape. Place patrols near the prison wards and their workplaces. Unhappy prisoners can initiate a riot. A free prisoner experiences great joy and freedom and may become a brave warrior. Got it. All right, so lots going on here. Lots going on. So we've done that bit of it. That's given us 2 prisoners. So the peasants, yes, we don't have enough peasants at this stage. We're going to need to build a prison ward in here somewhere as well. Let's just go and add that one. That's going to be the construction and then housing. Makes everyone feel a little bit shitty, so we'll put that down here. That looks like it impacts negatively other areas. So we get that one built after we get this one built. This is pretty damn good, actually, this game. If I knew what I was doing. Now the knowledge. Let's have a quick look at knowledge. Wow, there's a lot in here. This is actually very cool. Gee, there's actually an amazing amount. This is actually really impressive. I'm liking this one. There's flavour for some ale. Learn. Now rewrite. So a lord transcribes a book in order to create a new copy. In the process, the lord acquires knowledge. The higher the lord's intelligence level, the faster the book is transcribed, requiring from 3 to 9 depending on knowledge level. The action will be performed daily as long as it is possible, or until you cancel it. Put the library for the lord so that they can have a place to engage in knowledge. Okay, so we can't actually do these yet until we actually go and do it. So if we go to Palisades, we've got to learn. Unavailable, build a library. Yep, so we need a library. All right, so we've sort of gone a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Let's have a quick look and see where the library is. There it is. It's funny, it's got like a negative. Why would that be negative? Or is it positive? I do not know. Well, I'm not sure what that little colour is around the everything. But let's just go and place it over here. I'll speed up time until something happens. Thought the prisoners would just work automatically. Yep, this one's now working. Building this new house. Something nasty going on there. Trader will leave soon, I guess. Okay, they're producing this slowly. This is pretty cool. So that's the house. The residents in there was already 6. Yeah, priority to warriors. We do need to, I'll give this one priority to warriors. It's level 1, that's level 3. Two workers in there. So is it now evening? Report. So this is for the current day. Gold balance went up a little bit. Wages, we have not paying anyone. I probably should have done the tutorial really. Inefficient workers, insufficient workers. Yeah, for both of those, it's okay. Just strolling around. There we are. Hi Invictus, how you going? What was that? They're leaving, okay. Off they go. Driving his prisoners before him. And they're sleeping on the ground. Ugonka and who was the other one? Milovanka, the 2 prisoners. I don't know, where is Reddit Boy? Oops, hang on. Where'd he go? Creator Squad. Supreme Plague is in charge. I don't know where he is. Yeah, well, we'll just wait. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So Freezer is saying looks a lot like Songs of Styx, which I never really played. So I haven't really played that one much at all. So anyway, let's. I don't know. This is one that we want to end up with as Began. Let's just keep it going. Who's the most intelligent? I think that she is. Yeah, 11 actually. Alright, so she's got 11 intelligence. So it's now night time. What's that? Some sort of crystal cave. So everyone's just asleep. We've got nowhere else to go until we sort of get more housing. One of the lumberjacks. asleep on the tiles outside the Lord's house. It's quite funny. Okay, early morning now, and we'll start to rise. What else have we got in here? This is the world. Oh, okay, so this is our province. Then we've got some little areas as well. They paid tribute. They paid us turnips. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, build a library is the next thing. Good mood has sparked inspirational skills have been increased by 5. Wow. 16 intelligence. I should have brought that other one. We need to get a library for Click to study in. It's better. We've now got some of the slaves working away. Comfort. Okay, this is actually what we were looking at before. Level of residential buildings and nearby structures affects the comfort of all residents. Nearby industrial buildings reduce comfort, while public spaces increase it. You can also improve a building's comfort by upgrading it. Comfort residential buildings to level 4 or 5 are one way to make residents so happy that they may become loyalists. Okay. Got it. Interesting. Click. What's going on there? Trading witticisms. So I might have an heir soon, I would imagine. They seem happy. And Sev heading off to manage this one, I guess. Nope, not yet. This one is now done. So we've now got only 2 workers back into here. I'm going to give this one priority to warriors. All right, and we're going to upgrade. And now building this location here for the slaves. Good. And somebody come across into here, I guess. Alright, so the king and queen are sort of spending time together. These guys are working hard, which is good. 2 brothers are getting on, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Anyway. Yep, they're pretty happy. Being neglected by Sev. Okay, they don't like each other. Is this one thing ready yet? Alright, so we now actually have the library that we can now start to go through the knowledge books. Granary. Ryefield and Mill. And the Mine, Palisades. I'm thinking that we'll get the flavourful ale. We'll just, if we learn it, studying a book with the aim of acquiring knowledge. The higher the Lord's intelligence. Okay, after studying the book, the character will be able to create a copy of it using paper. Yeah, so we can rewrite it if we needed to. And so I'll get Click to do most of this. And we'll get her also to do Herbalist. Oh, I can only do one at a time. Right, okay. Look, in that case, I'll get Supreme Plague to start learning some of these. The king is not really up to it. Hop, field, and beer. We're learning that one. There we are. Now we're actually upgrading this one fairly well. Okay, we'll upgrade again. Yeah, that's just a pen, really. That's okay. Okay, they're all studying. So we've got them studying what they're doing. 3 migrants have arrived. Cool. Okay, so we're getting more people now. So we now have 10 with 2 slaves. We still didn't get the other one. I'm just going to go and build another house. Oh, okay. So you can see there it gets unhappy as it gets closer to these other areas. It's fine up there though. And they actually work well together. Just change, so Q and E will then change the variations. There we go, we'll throw that one in there. Okay, so that's the variations then there with what actually does go on. Oh, King and Queen are having sex by the looks of things, so it looks like we're going to have an heir fairly soon. So they're all now praying. Okay, sermon of faith. I'm not sure what that will then go and do. Oh, unavailable. But he's not in the city, so we need a bishop in the city. Right, so they're still all studying away. Yep, so we can sort of see the amount that they've done. So it does take a little bit of time. The economic report. So we're producing different resources. Wood is going down a little bit, but that's okay. Don't know what that bell is. Oh, it must be the new day. There it is. They don't like each other, these two, do they? It's like The Sims. Right, we'll continue on. And we haven't really done anything with this. I've got one worker. I won't worry about that. We've got actually we do have more than enough workers in here. Let's go and upgrade the brewery on the next day. Still got one homeless out here. Where is he? It's like this looks like a map, doesn't it? And it looks like he's sort of on his way, but I don't know where he is. If I click on him, he disappears. Oh, it's only hired for 10 days, after which you can leave the settlement, but it can be hired again. It takes them a day or two to reach your settlement. Okay, so they only stay around for a short period. So I won't give you that one vegan in that case. What we'll do is we'll levy somebody else. Ugonka. That's Ugonka. We've got Chara. Is there another Ugonka, or is that the one that we saw there before? Did we train up one of the slaves? Combat skill 1. Yeah, no, they're no good. Alright, so we do actually only have, I think we're going to have to hire someone from within the group. So let's just go back to military again. And hire warriors. These ones do better. So we've got Ugonka there. That's the different again, I think. Hang on, what have we got? We've got 13. Yes, these are. This is the other Ugonka. Back up through there. So I only got one. So yeah, this one is. Oh, these are like a level 3 up across the top, level 2. All right. So we've got Chara. Doesn't matter which one of these we go with, I guess. So 25, 22, 19. We'll get Chara, I think. And do we just drag them in? That is the commander. Not sure how we move them across, but I'll make this one. So this one will be. Is when they're wounded. Ah, okay. We click on them, and then they go into the squad. All right. So Chara is going to be the guy. If we click on those, I can then tell it what to get. I think Supreme Plague, we don't get a chance. They choose their own equipment from your storage, but this one here we can actually designate exactly what they do end up getting. So we'll give a mace across to who will become Began. So that's going to be Chara will become Began. Just trying to find him. I'm guessing there'll be population. Dynasty is just these. That's okay. Statistics. People. Warriors. Again, I can't see the actual. There should be a list of people somewhere. Economy, that's production. Excuse me. Don't know where Chara is. Not there. I don't know where he's gone to. Is there a world map or only this map? There's a world map. Yes, there is. So this is us. We're managing this at this stage. And then we actually have like vassals essentially inside our territory. Then we actually have other different sorts of things we can then do with neighbours. So we've got like roads that then sort of extend back through into different areas, and it crosses across the whole kingdom. This is not random, so this is actually, but I don't know what to do with all of this. I don't know what that is. What's that there? A camp of forest bandits. So there's forest bandits. I don't know what that is there. But that's sort of like, they'd be raiding our territory, I would guess. Now there's 2 bandits, value in the camp. Okay, so there's no hostages at this stage. We won't worry about our little group. Alright, so we will be able to tackle them at some point. So we'll just go back out into here. But where is Chara? Oh, there. Okay, so Warriors of Van. Yeah, there we go. So Chara is going to become Beacon. Now, we also then had, was it Falcons, who wanted one that was a crafter? I'm guessing all I could really do there would be to make the person in here. Anyway, I'll just call this one Beacon. Whoops, that's not it. There we are. Right, so Beacon is in the military. We've got one worker in here, which is who? Don't know. I've got no idea which one of these it is. Comfort, yeah, -8 from the brewery actually. So the brewery is actually causing discomfort for this house. So that wasn't fantastic. We can move. Send now. No, we can't. We can't do it with this one here. All right, they'll just. Can we move the house? Move, yeah. Okay, we can do that. Look, I won't worry about it. There, it's actually not bad. Let's just move it up to there. That's cool. So you can just literally shuffle them around. I'll see if I can figure out who is coming into here to work in there. Is it this one? Wait. Okay, the new day has started. Okay, that's the worker there. So this be Falcons. Yep, so that's the brewer. If ever you redeem one and I forget, just always remind me, because I do forget them a little bit. I think my head's probably in an okay position there as well. I'll just leave that where that is for now. All right, so we've got a few named characters now, and yeah, this one still has to be built over here. These guys are still trying to learn. Malnutrition. Now, food is actually working out okay. What's this? 5 problems. Build a lumber mill. Warriors are unhappy. Oh, okay. So we need to. Okay, let's go. Let's work our way through these. So we've got the warriors. Okay, how do we change that? Get maximum there. I don't know what's going on here, why this would be a problem. That's just the food. No idea why it would tell us to do that. Warriors are unhappy. Ensuring the economy menu, which is what we just clicked on. The warriors receive a sufficient salary to afford decent food and alcohol. Don't know where that is. That's what we were looking at. That is the economy menu. Are we looking at something different? New task. No, nothing else there. Oh, it would be this. They can receive one of these per day. All right, so, okay, so we'll just lose one of these per day and just see how we go. So that should then fix up that problem. All right, that works. Consider building a temple, setting visitation filters only to warriors and producing fanaticism there, okay. Supreme Plague, a lord has no housing. All right, so we need to get housing for Supreme Plague and also for Sev. And food production is absent. So build a Rutaba field to harvest this simple but edible vegetable. Okay, so we've got a lot of work to do at this stage. So Supreme Plague, lord has no housing. So let's go and build their houses down around here somewhere. So, housing, Lord's Townhouse. Now that likes to be up in there somewhere. I don't want it to, I want to allow space for movement, but I'll put both of these together. All right, so they need to be built, so that will then get both of those done. The let's just keep on working here. Still got a lot of wood. Come on, you're getting paid. You should be happy. I like this. It's nice and simple, actually. It's pretty cool the way it does work. Yes, the guys have just been sleeping on the floor in here. Oh, knowledge learnt, the herbalist. So we now actually have, the herbalist has now been learnt. Still learning, so this one, herbalist, was learned, allows the construction of herbalist through the construction menu. All right, so we can still go in and write, rewrite, or learn, but that's okay. We'll just go and maybe have a look at the construction resources, and now we have a herbalist. All right, well, let's go and build one of those as well. Maybe up near the up near here. I don't know if they have to be near the plants that we saw before. Oh yeah. Oh, that's just the cost of it. Let's just go and build that up in here. And we need to get one of these as well. Doesn't matter where we build this. Fertility is 100% everywhere. It's even more there. We're going to need more people, more slaves. We've got housing for another 8. What are they talking about? Alright, we'll get these houses sorted. I want to upgrade that as well. That's probably the one I want to give priority to warriors in there. That way, Began will... That's funny, Began's not showing up. Pretty sure that is Began. Yeah, that's Began there. Might build more roads. Whoa, what have we got here? Army recruitment. 7 bandits with combat skill 5 and without weapons will join your army. This will cost 350. No, won't do it. Oh, hang on, there's another... King's Ambition. Okay, so we've got to do this one first. So the king decides that it's time to announce the ambitions that will determine the future of your noble family. So fertile, the more population, the more people. So get to a population of 59 people. Conqueror or economic. Yeah, I'll go fertile. We'll accept that. Now if we just go back and have a quick look at the world map again. Who's this character? He's wandering around as well. Alright, well, we'll just... so we can see a bit of what's going on around the place. Jara. Returning to their hometown. He's got different... where's Jara? This is pretty cool, actually, isn't it? Like foreign trade, etc., etc. So as you sort of get more and more into it, it's not bad. This is actually, there's a lot of depth to this game. Like beyond just your little settlement. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we do have iron. We've got 32 iron at this stage. I think I better build these houses first. Just make sure that they're prioritized. Ceremony of coronation will take place. Whatever that is. Okay, so Rhino Rabbit saying this reminds me of the amazing cultivation simulator. I don't know that one. Okay, so Orangutan saying, is there any magic in this game, or is it medieval rather than fantasy? I think it's just medieval. And it's sort of like it's ahistoric. It's not at all historic. The timelines are completely different. Everything is like, but it certainly does, like, you know, it certainly is medieval village, isn't it? Really, but it's actually beyond early medieval. Like it's more almost like in the high medieval. It's a sort of range of different sorts of things. Sure, they're going to have a kid soon, I would imagine. This thing's still trying to be produced. Oh, sorry, I'm on just normal speed. I'll just go fast again. So it's pretty good growing everywhere. You're checking everything out. Here we go. So this is, that's Supreme Plague in that one. So they'll become a bit happier. A Supreme Plague is Prey. Thought he'd be over here. Oh, no, he's in there. Praying away. Oh, we got the trader back again. All right, might be time to grab some more. So we'll trade in here again. We use DasTactic to do the trades. Got Hopfield and beer this time. All right, so we can get even better books. So the Armory. Your lords and warriors have a 3 times greater chance to stun with a mace, regardless of their skill. Well, that's one that we can do, so let's go and grab that. Temple. Now, we were wanting to get this one, so I'll grab that one as well. So I've got a fair bit of money. Alchemy, there we go. So it looks like there is very light magic, I'm guessing. And then this one here is positive thought brought about by eating meat in the province. I think I'll just grab that as well, just so we've got it stored up. These are the various peasants. Sorry, this is past peasants and things. So these ones are criminals we can bring in. It's funny. These are all Makta. This one's a Van. We've got actual goods in here. Light armor. Wouldn't hurt to grab one of those, I don't think. I don't know why we can't pick that, actually. Oh, improve your relationship with Matriarch to plus 25 so that the Holy Caravan will start selling you this product. All right, so we have to improve to be able to buy certain weaponry. Chance that the price of this good will be significantly higher next time. That's tools, which we produce in a workshop, which we don't actually have. Yeah, I won't worry about getting those either at this stage. I think I'll just... Do we want to get more prisoners? They're a bit cheap and nasty. Yeah, this one's young. These are older. So the young ones, this is quite funny how they sort of, the age, you have to pay more for the younger ones. I might just grab a couple more of these. Get the 2 older ones. We'll just trade across again. So we're sort of now using up the money a fair bit. Yes, we learnt Hopfield and beer. We can just go back into the knowledge again. And Ryefield and Mill, I'll grab that one as well. Learn. And this one is only a cheap one, so we'll just go with, I'll get Supreme Plague to learn that one as well. We're still learning the Flavourful Ale, and Temple we're going to need her to do as well. She's got by far the better intelligence. It's back to 11, so it sort of dropped back a little bit. It was temporarily higher. It's good, getting more herbs and things. Two issues. Ceremony begins. What's this one here? All hail the king. Give us food. There we go. Off you go. Get back to work. Upgrade. Hang on. Here we do have that one. All right. So they're now all moving off. So the other ones we have is to build another lumber mill. So we'll build another lumber mill down in here somewhere. It's the economic report. I won't worry about that one so much. So saying any disasters happen yet? No, not yet. Everything's just thumping along quite nicely. From when I did play it, there was fires all the time. I shouldn't have said that because now there probably will be. Oh, that's the trader with his slaves. I thought there was someone trying to escape. Attracted a few more people in. Any political shenanigans yet? No, not against the other empires. We're still just trying to establish ourselves, really. What else do we have to build? Scaffold, I guess for executions. Builder's camp. That's actually not bad. I'll just throw that one in there. Warehouse we don't need just yet because we're using up everything we've got. So now we can start to ultimately get these as well. So we've got the technology to grab these gates and so on and so forth to build around our holdings. I'm guessing these can be moved as well if we wanted to, just to try to sort of maximize the space. Archer tower, assign warriors, archers in the tower shoot further. Yep, so we don't actually have any archers at this stage. We do actually have patrols. Interesting. In housing we've looked at, decor we don't really need. And the roads. One's still not finished. Direct orders. By clicking on the icon in the to-do list at the top of the character menu, you can command the Lord to immediately undertake a necessary task. Okay, that's fine. Right, inspection queue. So I can actually tell Sev to go off and inspect his various holdings, or the various areas that he's in charge of. So the builders are finishing this one off. Yep, so there'll be a worker in there, but we do need to appoint a manager. I might as well get Sev in there as well, I guess. So Sev gives good bonuses to these. So he's now telling them, get working, get cracking, find some pumpkins. Oh, ragged people spotted nearby. Where are they? The ragged ones have reached the high enough level of prosperity to start... I see the cities have reached a high enough level of prosperity to start attracting the ragged ones. These are the lowest and weakest of bandits, former vagabonds and peasants exiled from cities for crimes. They dwell in forests near towns, hoping to launch quick raids on nearby homes. Usually they pose no threat to lords, as they can, all they can hope for is to kidnap a peasant for ransom or steal some food. Sometimes, however, they set buildings on fire to create a distraction. So where the hell are they? Not sure. Neighbours, okay. So we've got travelling people through here. Transporting different things in. I think these are coming in from the from Greystone, and these are the places. They're on their way to drop off stuff. So this one here, for example, in 15 minutes, this one will be then dropping off some turnips from Greystone, which does them every 4 days. Yep, that's okay. Let's go back again. I really like the depth of this game, actually. It's just actually pretty damn cool. Where's these ragged people? We might need to get more military. Not seeing them anywhere. Might have to set up an actual patrol. So what we'll do is we'll go and we'll go to army. And we'll just go back to the Supreme Plague Squad. Yeah, hang on, why didn't they remember this? Don't know what that one's doing. Alright, well, we'll bring those two in. So we've got both of those. I'll create. Don't know what the save squad does, but I don't think I need to do that. If I just go to create, high warriors may desert and leave the city if they are in a bad mood, below 25. Okay, warriors in a good mood, above 80 will have increased bravery. Right, that's okay. We'll leave that one where that is. So we now actually have, we do have this squad. So we can now shoot without orders, target archers, protect the archers, stay at the back. All right, so we've got different things we can do with these. There's our various crew. So we didn't create it last time. And we want to give them orders. Let's just see if they move off. Yep, there's Radaboy. There's Supreme Plague. And here comes Began. Right. Warriors armed and ready. Yeah, so Greystone is now paying tribute, so they're coming in with their box of goodies. And Mistwood is also on their way through with their box of goodies as well. That's good. Good. All right, so... now, Supreme Plague is the one with the... what do we do? How do we do this? Just let it go forward a little bit. Looks like they're sort of armed and ready to go. Leave it like that for now, but how do we move them around? This is the squad. Hit at the squad, we go back into there, so there's nothing much there. I want them patrolling the city. that should be it, I guess. So it looks like it's a standing army, doesn't it? I don't know why there's a white flag there. So we do a day patrol as well. See if they wander off. Use storage, yep, that's okay. Just leave that one where that is. Oh, food has gone over. Alright, so we've now got too much. We need to get a warehouse. So we'll build one of those. These guys still aren't moving off. Don't know what they're thinking. Yeah, we now have hop fields as well. Can't move the field. I thought we'd be able to. We'll upgrade that one as well. So I don't know where these bandits are. Okay, so I'm going to move the group down. So the groups are here. I'm not sure how we undo what they're doing. Seem to be just hovering around. Holy Caravan has arrived. I don't want to build. I'd be buying anything else. We don't have enough money at this stage. Oh, we've got Grimmen. So this is education. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Who's this? Holy Pilgrims from Tanaka. Where are they? It's in there, I think. Don't have any flour, donate carrots. Okay, we'll do that. The actor will be the king. There we go. Religious ceremony. Give the carrots over. The holy carrots, and off you go. Child is born. There we go. So we now have a new... Where was that born? That's the first kid. Varana. All right. So small child. All right. So that is a small child that's now just been created in the. There we go. Actually, it is. So that is a heir. But it's not showing up in here. Oh, okay. There we go. So daughter of DasTactic. There we are. So we've got that one. So I'm guessing that will eventually grow up and then become a one of the nobles, I would imagine. quite like this game actually. It's looks like it's got a lot of potential. I'm going to have to get going pretty soon, but I thought what we might do is let's actually. This has given us a good. Don't know what they're worried about. Anyway, intoxication, I think. You've got daily statistics back in through there. Expected migrants. Yeah, okay. Then we've got the economic report there. Insufficient workers for. Okay, we need to actually establish the patrols as well. So these aren't just the actual party. I don't know how I actually let the squad just go off and do its own thing. Get that one where that is. Did you add me in? Yes, I did. You're in charge of the. You're one of the workers in here. So yes, you were added in as as just one of the workers. Don't think you sort of see much of the workers. You don't get connected to, so it's probably not the DasDemption's probably going to have to be limited to military, I think. But the military, I'm not sure how I stop them from how I let them actually go off and do their own thing, because they're just literally sitting here doing absolutely nothing, and I'm not sure what to do with them. Not sure where they go or what they do. So we've already dealt with them. Nothing we can do there. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this. Yeah, I'll have to read about that one, I think. But it's good. It's actually a really good little game. So let's just quit out of it. Let's go back into the main menu, and let's see what happens if you play one of the harder starts. So if I just go into new game, and won't worry about any of this stuff. So we'll just let that one come through. So we'll just go. Oops. Yep. So starting province. Now we've got some hard ones as well. So Rican is a hard one, as an example. First village rise. So basic resource. Yep, let's just go next. And then we have prisoner. Modifiers. Yeah, so you can have different modifiers in as well. Shortly after the start of the game, the unholy horde will appear on the map, a formidable opponent that will burn down all cities in its path. Yeah, so you've got hardcore mode as well. Let's see what happens with this one here.
Nearly 200 years have passed since the end of the devastating religious...
That cutscene needs a bit more work, I think. Rankin saying, is the army drafted like in Rimworld? Maybe they need to be undrafted to get... Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe that's it. And then you just draft them as required. So build the hall. So Yumila from Rican has been captured by forest bandits. Right, so on the map... So... Yumila, okay, is up there. Forest bandits. So we'll just have a quick look. There's 6 bandits in here. So you'd need to then sort of do a rescue attempt. So our province is in here, Rican. Forest bandits in your land. So we actually have them already started in the land itself. We have one location here, which trades us barley or something. And we still need to then go and build the hall. So, so the queen has been captured. Different sort of layout. This is interesting. The ground is not as fertile by the looks. There's little collections of skulls, piles of bones. What's this area? So these are heads on spikes. Dead tree. Okay, this is a fairly stone arch. That one does look like there's some stuff in through there. This is a carrot field again. yeah, okay. So yeah, it looks like a much more difficult start with this particular one. But I do have to actually get going, guys. So I'm going to leave it here. But I really quite like the look of this one. I think I'll have to spend a bit more time playing this one just to see what happens. As I said, 35% off at the moment with the Hooded Horse special on. But yeah, I think maybe tomorrow we might even look at Menace again, play some more Menace, just because they are coming. So there we go. Prisoner, Hardcore, and Horde seems a little extreme, maybe. So, but it looks good, doesn't it? It's a good looking little game. I almost feel that the scale of everything is a little bit too large. Like if we were trying to then wall it all off, we'd have to figure out, probably have to plan that almost ahead at the start as to where things actually, where the walls need to go, which is good. Yeah, so Johnopoulos is saying, seems like a cool game. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, not a problem. Flip the Script is saying, I bought this game, it's okay, but I got tired of dealing with the random attitudes that just come up at you out of nowhere. It was hard getting people to naturally migrate. And saying, no fan of the slave mechanic. You got to, so you got to have them. And so have this mechanic, have this game too. But I've been finding it a little hard to process as well. Made a couple of abortive attempts to get into it. They keep on changing. I think there's still a fair way to go in the development of the game, but it certainly is much further along than when I last played it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow if you're around. And yeah, probably play some Menace. I'm just thinking I probably should have played Menace actually, because that is one of the coming games. There's a fair few games on the horizon, which, as I say, very exciting. Next week we've got a couple of games going into, I think both going into early access, and then sort of more games following week by week from there. So we've got a lot of exciting games coming up towards Christmas. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.